actually heard that before. And
That was super cool.
that would solve a lot of problems for Giveth1 as well. Like we always have way too many in progress issues, way too many.
Yeah, it is a really good practice. It's all the way from Toyota. So I'm a big fan of like the agile methodology. I've had the pleasure of getting to do a couple trainings on it, and it's pretty cool. So it all stems from the lean manufacturing process from Toyota, which is now used, it's used all across manufacturing, and it's used in software development even for this agile methodology. And the idea is that, yeah, you want to keep work moving through. I'm trying to remember the stat, but yeah, Toyota, they were able to continue having cars go through their entire manufacturing process constantly for years. Like there was never a delay. They were so efficient where they could basically keep cars moving through every step of the manufacturing process very smoothly. There was never a delay or.
So that was like, because I know they invented Kaizen too, like which was like continual process improvement, which was like 99.9% like productive or efficient or something is not good enough. It has to be 99.9999% efficient or productive, and they used like really down to the like fractions of a percentage of like incremental improvements continually. Like they had to do that like all the time. So we'll so we can prototype capping the issues on here. I mean, I created like a few yesterday, but I think if we use the Zen Hub in conjunction with the Zen or with the Kanban board on Notion, and keep like higher end issues separate from like the developer issues on Zen Hub, I think that should be able to limit the amount of issues that are on each column. I hope so. So is there like a way to implement this? Like something?
I'm sure Zen Hub supports it. Do you see how there's like, we don't need to do it right now, but there's settings. There's a little settings gear on each of the columns. You should be able to set a max. And then we can probably set it so that it just like flags us, shows us a warning.
Okay, I'll play with it after the meeting.
Yeah, let's look at it after the meeting. For now, though, yeah, let's go through these columns and let's see if there's anything we can clear out of the.
Okay.
Let's go from right to left and let's see if there's anything we can clear out of each of these columns.
All right.
Getting stale.
So we've got a lot of done. We should probably have more done. Review Q&A. Has this? We've got a lot to review here.
Yeah. So what do we need? What do we need to do? How do we actually clear this column and call a ticket from this done? How do we move it over?
Well, I think it's down to like the Netlify is actually pulling things up in the pull requests and then going through them, following those links, and either signing off on them or someone at the end of the day, and maybe that's me, has got to be able to just sign off on like, this is done, this is fine, or change it in this way, in that way. So for these like 132, just deploy new instance of impact graph. This has been done, right? Kai, has this been accomplished?
Yeah, that's why they are in review. Everything in review has been done and should be checked by people formulating the original requirements, maybe. And it's a bit fine-grained maybe for that. So to answer your question, I do review like 80% of all our stuff, but not 100. And yeah, I leave stuff in review. So I don't know. I also don't know. It's a good question how to clear it from review, who should do it in the end.
Okay, well,
I wonder if I can mark things that I reviewed somehow. So we should start like that. So I give it a mark, somebody else gives it a mark, and once it has 2 or 3, we put it to done.
So Kyle,
that seems like a lot of work for reviewing. I mean, maybe it's okay if the issue is not completely done, and I think the review is faulty.
The fact that someone's reviewed it and actually taken the time, that can be one individual. Kai, you said you've gone through there are 23 issues on here. Have you like gone through 80% of these?
Well, like the top ones are mine, anyway, so I shouldn't be reviewing them unless I did the implementation.
Okay, so which
so
of these
everything where I do the implementation, you should review, or
yeah.
I think we need 2 columns. So I think right now what I'm hearing is that we have this review column, and as soon as the engineers finish it, and I guess when they open a PR, it goes into the review column. And then I think whenever we merge it, whenever that should get reviewed, and that's more on the engineers to review and merge it, I would say, and merge it. Once it gets merged, then it can go into a new column like acceptance testing. And that's where basically whoever set the criteria can test it in staging, make sure everything looks good. And then when we deploy it to prod, that's when it's really considered done. That's what I would propose.
Okay. All right. So do you want to create a new column?
Yeah, let's create a new column.
Yeah, I'm glad that this is being recorded on our live stream, because this will help tremendously to whoever is actually doing this stuff. So this is, like you said,
let's call it acceptance testing.
Yeah. Say it again.
Acceptance testing.
Acceptance testing. Okay. So we can move this here. And then a lot of these can be moved into here. So Kai, what about 132? Is that something that can be moved into acceptance testing?
Definitely. It looks very good now with Mateo's latest pull request. Okay. Once it's merged, everything should work.
How about 89?
I had a question about that guy. That impact graph has already CI working. Continuous integration and deployment.
So the question is if the CI is working? Yes.
Okay.
It should work. We set it up at least.
Okay, so if we update master branch, it goes up instantly. Or do we have to do something else? We lost you in there, man.
We're having a hard time hearing you, Kai. More power. Needs to go to 11. Maybe type it out. You're still on mobile. Kai? Okay.
Yeah, he's typing.
Okay, cool.
So is the new version, the new instance of Impact Graph, are we using that in prod yet? Or are we using it in staging? Are you using it in prod?
Sorry, I didn't listen to you, Willis. Sorry, I was answering to Kai over the chat. What did you ask?
Are we using the new Impact Graph instance in prod yet?
Just staging.
Just staging.
Just staging.
Okay, cool.
Just staging. Okay. All right. So that'll stay there at acceptance testing. Kai, what about 89 if you can hear us? Switch out pixel for vector graphics.
I get very good. I hear everything.
We can barely hear you. I mean, it's like it's just choppy. It's just super choppy. So is 89 ready for acceptance testing?
That is also ready for acceptance testing. That's been merged. It's in staging.
Okay, cool.
Same
general purpose pages.
Those are in staging. We do need to go in and add all of the copy through Contentful, but that ticket is in acceptance testing.
Cool. Join our community 116.
Acceptance testing.
Absolutely.
Ooh, we're moving columns, even though it's just
yeah. Join 133. Join in donation pages.
Acceptance testing.
Acceptance testing. Partnerships. Acceptance testing.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. All right. Marco, is create project header template images. Has that happened? I think that has. Yeah, we've seen these.
That should go straight to done, no?
Yeah. Those have been reviewed. They look great. Donate fiat PDF for interface. Okay, that's all paused. We're gonna.
Yeah, that's paused.
Yeah, that's all paused. display project's ETH address and donation with crypto flow.
That can be tested using the backend only, but not the front end. So nope. If you want to use it in this, that will work.
All right. Add project React front end. Help wanted. That was review Q&A. This has been broken down in more specific tickets.
This is the create the front end.
So the front end, just on the front end.
I think that ticket's done, and now everything else is more specific stuff, like what Brian's working on, send image data.
Okay, which he's still doing. So, okay, so that's so 137. We'll just keep that as it is for now, and I think 154 too.
I'm not sure. Has he? I mean, there's no open PRs for that work, right?
Send image and create project flow.
Is that functionality? That create a project? Are we saving the image?
I think that Brian said he was working on it, but I also think that I updated my branch with that implementation. But he may be the one to answer that more precisely.
Okay, so maybe we can put a comment in there. But is this still in progress, or is this complete?
I think we should.
A lot of combo on here.
You guys were chatting about it, right, in the Discord? Were you guys? Let's see what was going on. There was some chatter about this in the Giveth2. He's still working on it. Okay, so we'll just keep it as it is. It's not ready yet. Same with create project success. I mean, we'll know when he has a pull request. So I figured, like,
well, so if he's working on it. It should be in progress if he's working on it, but we don't have to move it, I guess, until we get the update from him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's true. All right. Create projects. Donate. Select payment type. Credit card. Okay. Forget it. Donate. Project view donations. I think we saw this. Yeah, we saw this, right? So this should go into.
This is what you're working on right now, right?
Yeah, that's the one missing, the donations table. That's the only part missing to complete review.
Okay. All right. So
wait, were you saying that is ready for review?
No, not yet, because I haven't implemented done the crypto transactions to check the donations in the table.
Yeah,
it was working only for the fiat donations.
Okay.
So I
do you have
to do that.
Is that ticket still in progress, or do you have separate tickets that cover the table?
I believe there is a separate. Let me check.
I think you're right. So, and if that's the case, we could say that this is like the high level donations, just making sure we have a tab for it. We do have that tab. We could pull that to acceptance testing or done, depending on where it is. Yeah.
Okay, so 62. What's the correct like number, or like?
There is a donations table epic, actually, because there are two. There is one that is shown in the project, and there is another one shown in the users
donation table. Okay.
Yeah. I thought that was a kind of a big one too.
Okay, so we'll move that. So we'll move the 62 then to like done, or should we just delete it, or?
We can move it. We can move that to done for just the donations tab, and then filling in the tab. Those are the tickets that Mateo's working on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Okay.
All this fiat stuff too. We have all this fiat stuff in QA that I would like to move. So as long as like yeah. So I guess the fiat stuff we should, if the code's already been written and merged, then we should put it into acceptance testing or done if the code's there. if there's any work that's still that was in progress and we paused, we could put it back into the backlog. But we shouldn't just have them sitting in review QA.
Okay. All right. Do you think, Mateo, do you feel like you can answer some of these questions, or do you think it'd be better for, I mean, you worked on a lot of this stuff, actually, it looks like.
Which one, sorry?
Yeah, so a lot of the donate fiat flows.
Okay. No, the code is in there, but it's hidden right now, but we cannot be testing it because the GitHub account is blocked. So if we try to use a checkout or anything, nothing will pass out. So I don't know. We should send it to needs clarification. Maybe I think that's the column that could work more.
Needs clarification.
We can put them on there for now.
Yeah, because eventually a Stripe implementation will become that, or maybe it will be a Braintree or whatever works. Yeah.
Create a project. Donate fiat. Actually, I'll just do like the donate fiat epic. Go here.
There were so many.
Yeah, it's a big one. But yeah, I spoke with. This will get fixed. This is not going to be wasted work. I promise you. This is going to be a pretty easy fix. So once we just find the right partners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sad that Braintree is PayPal.
They were. I remember seeing them like back in like a long time ago, like being very crypto friendly. So that's like a redeeming quality that they were like the first ones out of the gate to work with crypto. Like I remember like seeing him on a taxi, like advertising the fact. I mean, maybe they reversed it, but we'll see. Okay, so that feels good. Donate crypto with ETH address.
Already talk about that one.
Yeah. All right, so we'll go to do. Let's go look forward for a second and get a solid roadmap. What else we have to do? Add pending state to donation.
Let's keep going right to left. Typically, with Kanban and with Agile, you go right to left to make sure that you don't have a bunch of stuff getting stacked up, which we do have. It looks like so.
Okay.
So in progress. Are all those pieces in progress? Still in progress?
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah. Let's see. This one was.
Yeah, the thing is that there are many little details that are not done yet, and that's why it's not in acceptance testing. But I will try to get all of that before Sunday, so we can finally clear that column.
Yeah, and if there's any blockers, and that we should go through and we should say, oh, there's a blocker on this ticket, and figure out what that blocker is, and then unblock that ticket.
Unblock the ticket. All right, so.
So the FAQ, Ben, you're working on that. Any blockers on FAQ, or you just need more time?
Just need mental blockers. I mean, I'm trying to think of some questions, like some really good questions. So that's requiring like research. So now that I have Nullify, I'll probably be able to come up with better questions, because that was kind of one of the other intentions of installing it on localhost. But now that I can get everything out and tested and reviewed and understood and learned, studied. So I won't say Sunday. I'll probably say next Wednesday, but I'll have like at least a few questions that we can start building with. So it depends on how many we want. Because it's like how big of a scope do we want to sort of orient people into this? Like how unfamiliar with crypto are they? So I'll talk to Marco. I'll probably have a few questions about it.
Also think of categories. There are categories and questions and answers.
Yeah. There are a few ways to answer. So you're saying there are a few ways to answer like a couple questions, right? Like there's a few ways to answer one question. Right. But I think, I mean, it requires a good question, good answer. Yeah, I feel like
three. Just try to think of the three most common questions that the user would have, and then answer those, and then we'll figure it out. The FAQ, we'll figure out what are the questions we keep getting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And then we'll answer those. Cool. Yeah. Okay, move the image uploading functionality to the back end. Do you guys know if Amina is still working on this or if this has been completed?
I think that is completed. I found a bug yesterday that I mentioned in the comment, not in that issue, but I think it's another one because there was a bug that if I didn't send any image, it would still try to upload something to Piñata, and that shouldn't happen.
Good catch. Okay, so we can pull that to done, and then if there's a bug that comes out of it, we can create a new issue for that.
I think it's a bug in the front end mostly, but that will be figured out soon. It's not that.
Mateo, do you want to create, since you found the bug, do you want to create the issue for that?
I didn't think that I should create it, so I just made the comment in the issue. Let me see which one, because it's really small. I don't see the reason to add another issue for that.
Okay.
Let me see which one was the one that I commented on.
Should probably make an issue.
It is number 137.
137. Okay.
Oh yeah, send image on create project flow. It's the second.
Yeah, there was a big discussion about it.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Let's make an issue out of that and put it in.
Okay.
Yeah, and put it in like back.
I think Brian will take that if you want to assign it to.
Yeah. So and just give it a label bug. Give it a tag bug.
We can put it right in to do if it's blocking stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you doing that, Mateo, or do you want me to do it?
Please do.
Okay. Yeah. To do.
And then Marco, I saw you commented, can we test this stuff in V2 or on v2.giveth.io? What is the process? Well, Ben creates this ticket. What is the process of going from staging to prod? Kai, do you usually press the button to go from staging to prod?
Sorry. Yeah, that's we should always, after something is reviewed and it's working, push it then onto the other one. It's just right now that they are really the same. And I really set this up so we can immediately switch to production and development or staging environment once we have more features. But for now, I didn't update the V2, but it's probably due for an update.
Yeah, for me, I don't have anything running locally, so I typically just go to V2. So I would appreciate if you guys can just whatever is reviewed or needs acceptance testing to just push it to the V2 so that, I can test or whoever wants to go through the flow and test it. And then either...
You should as well. It will always be the most current. So anything that needs a review on the future will be on staging before it will be pushed to the
staging.giveth.io. All right,
yes,
cool.
Yes.
As long as it's somewhere so I don't have to run it locally, that's fine.
No, that's totally fine. You can go there.
Okay, so staging, cool.
It's a bad bug. Okay. All right, so we're still in progress. So we've got project updates, Epic. Actually, impact graph. So we've got the issue 55. I guess we can talk about that. Matteo, can you comment on anything that Camilo's been working on? Actually,
Matteo demoed this earlier, right? So he demoed it at localhost. So Matteo, has this been merged yet?
The PR is open.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess. Okay, so we'll. Okay, so this goes into acceptance testing because we have to look over at everything.
Oh man, I was talking alone all this time.
Oh really?
Sorry. Yeah, I was mentioning that the PR is already approved, so we only need to hit the button for staying to be up there. I just wanted to check the backend when it's really updated, so it won't break, at least for the updates, for this one in particular. But the slug implementation is working. I would suggest that we add the comment that Willie mentioned about the case sensitive.
Griff made a ticket for that, so we've got a ticket for case sensitivity.
Okay.
So we can move this one, I would say, to QA.
Yeah.
And then once you guys merge it, whoever merges it, can you pull it to acceptance testing?
Mm-hmm.
And then when that was ready to test, awesome.
Yeah. Great.
Will do.
All right. Project updates, Epic.
Same for it.
Yep. Okay. So we'll do this here. As the project owner, 43.
That's I guess the ticket for that. Yeah.
So
it's waiting on authentication, but you can post the updates. We just need there's like a bug, basically a separate bug ticket to add the auth, implement auth, so that only project owners can post the updates. But that ticket itself, we can put into.
Only the owner of the project cannot make updates. That's what I show you in the early of the meeting.
Oh, nice. So you guys do have that piece ready.
Yeah, it's already done.
Is that a merge into master yet, or just local?
No, it's the same. It's in the PR. We just have to. I would do it right now, I guess. Kai, I think that's fine, no?
To merge it right now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would say so. So I tested functionality on the deploy preview, and it looked very nice.
Sweet.
But I will do it then.
Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
You can do it.
And then Ben, you can pull it all the way to done, as well as the issue 141, and an interview QA, and issue 55.
141. Cool. And which one? What was the other number?
55.
Great. Awesome. Great. Okay. Donation table as the project owner.
That's what Mateo's working on.
Yep. As a donor. Okay. Crypto.
That is missing the QR, the little button. That's all that is missing in the crypto one.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, so we'll leave that as it is.
So this one's actually done.
No, sorry, that one is ready. I'm sorry.
Oh.
As a donor, it is ready. It's shown.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So done or
testing? Yeah.
Acceptance testing. Maybe.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Donate crypto. Let's see. It's 39.
The new design implies the little button to show the QR, so I only need to add that. That's all is missing.
Nice. Okay, so we'll keep that as it is. And then my account 111.
That is assigned to Brian, but I'm not sure that he will do it earlier. So maybe I will handle it.
Okay.
Oh, it's assigned already. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll keep it as it is.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Donation table, Epic. Right, that's what you're working on right now, right?
Yeah.
Prompt user to sign up pop-up.
Ooh, pretty
Nice.
That is supposed to go instantly as soon as the homepage is initiated, or when will that need to be shown?
I think it's if a user tries to do an action. So like if, let's say they click create project and they're not signed in yet.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Who's assigned to that?
That's Marco.
So Marco did the design. Now we need to create an issue.
Yeah.
That looks great. Now we need to create an issue to actually implement it. Do we need? Oh yeah, I guess for this we don't really need a sign up or sign in. It's just sign in with SSO and you're in, right? So yeah, I was gonna ask if we need like a sign up, sign in, but we really don't, right? It's just sign in.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because it's with the wallet.
Awesome.
Right.
This looks great. So I think we can call this ticket done and create another issue to actually build it.
All right.
Very cool.
Where to go? Progress.
Okay, guys, I have to run. Thanks for the great work today. It looks like we're getting organized and setting up some cool standardization of strategies of how to manage the work.
Oh, yeah.
That's always nice.
It's top of the hour, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to run.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Not a
See ya.
problem. Yeah,
No worries. Bye bye.
See ya, man.
Just a quick
got
question.
time,
Why do
guys.
we need? Sorry, Ben or Willie. Why do we need to create a new ticket for this one where the design has been provided? Can we just use the same issue?
We could use the same issue. I know that for
And
if we're using like source credit and stuff like that, it could make sense to like bring an issue all the way to done.
oh, okay.
And then create a new separate issue for someone to pick up. So it's more just like organization. We had an issue to get the design, then we'll do an issue to get the development done. We could probably use the same issue if we wanted to, but I want to make sure you get the credit and stuff in source credit.
Okay.
I just got word that they couldn't verify our Google for nonprofits information, so we'll have to another time figure out how to make that work. That just has implications for emails, and I know Kai, maybe this is good news for your email service, but we have to get like some sort of account, like for for me, it's like I need Benjamin@Giveth.io. So for our domain, we need different email addresses. But all right, let's create an issue for this, and then we can pick this up Saturday or Sunday. So let me do this because it is the top of the hour.
We might be able to duplicate Marco's ticket too.
Okay. How do I do that? How do I do that? Move issue. Do you know how to do that, Willie?
I'm trying to find the actual issue. You have Marco's issue in front of you?
Yeah, 136.
No, I was hoping there'd be some options to. There we go. No, close it, and then can you like right click on his issue itself?
Yeah. Let's see, priority. Set map. No. Okay. Duplicate issue.
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah. Okay. So prompt user to sign up. Build. Six. Sign up. And then who are we assigning this to?
Well, we can put it in to do, and then whoever frees up can pick it up next.
Okay. Oops. Where'd that go? Nice box to do. Okay. All right. It's there. We've got everything. One last thing. I guess we could talk about this Sunday. I need a Google Maps API account. I need an account controlled by Giveth.
Yeah, we do have a Gmail account.
Okay.
Or a Google account, and Chris has the key.
Okay.
Oh no, he said he gave it to not you, Willie, right?
This came back from a search.
I don't
Not
have
you,
the
Google. Come on.
Okay.
Or
Well,
if
we
I
can
do,
figure this out Sunday. We can figure this out Sunday.
Yeah, and what did you say about the email? I answered you on GitHub.
On GitHub? Oh, we're trying to verify Google, like Giveth's nonprofit status with Google for nonprofits to get access to like the domain email. But yeah, you answered. You have an email service that we might use instead, but you'll have to teach everybody how to use that. Like, is it webmail based or is it POP3?
No, that's the thing. This is just you just get the inboxes. There is no webmail, so it's actually pretty easy. You just
okay. So I would have to use like I would have to use like Thunderbird or something like that, or like
yeah, for example,
Okay.
we can if there is a need for webmail, we could run a service that is webmail, but I
Yeah.
think it's okay. Everybody should have a client. It's
Okay.
just very cost effective, and depending on do you know how long it would take?
Well, I'll still keep trying on. I need to get some clarity on Giveth, like Giveth's nonprofit status. I think because I used SDG Impact Fund, and I'm going to try again. It's like this is like my Stripe. I'm going to try again and try to get like this certified. Because I used an SDG Impact Fund, and I don't think I was like the certified or authorized representative for that organization. So I'm going to try to send that letter that says like SDG Impact Fund has exempt status, then so does Giveth. So I'll try again, but if not, if worst case, we can just use that.
All right.
Cool. All right, everyone. Thanks for your time. We'll see you Sunday. Excuse me.
Sure, man.
Cool.
All right, everyone. Adios.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Cheers.